I called this piece Bernedette, my African queen. So I never told you about the woman I met when I was casting a short film that I wrote, cast, shot, and produced. It was called 1,000 Tears, which was about a college student that gets date raped and has to decide if she wanted an abortion or not. I was living in New Mexico, and since I couldn't find any local talent, I had a casting call on my boat in Marina del Rey, near Los Angeles. The only two actors I remember is the one I cast in Bernadette, which was my last interview of the day. I told her that because of her African accent, I couldn't use her for my movie, but she was so black and so beautiful that I would fly her to New Mexico to shoot her at White Sands National Monument. She took me out to lunch at a great seafood spot within walking distance of the boat. When we got back from lunch, I walked her to her car in the parking lot at the marina. As we were saying goodbye, she reached out and pinched my nipple. Okay, so everything changed to a different tone, and I invited her to my boat to see something. While we were sitting across from each other, I unzipped my pants and told her that this is what I wanted to show her. The rest is history. We made love long and hard, and later I would discover that at 19, I gave her the first orgasm of her life. So for years afterwards, anytime I was headed to the marina, I would call her an hour or two from LA, and she would always meet me at the boat for more of the same. I did fly her to New Mexico, shot some incredible nudes of her at White Sands, and that I would later blow up to some of those shots to poster size. Years later, I met her at her apartment, got to hold her baby girl, and say goodbye to her in a proper way. She was always planning on returning to Ghana, which is on the Horn of Africa, and I'm sure she's back there living quite the life, since her home in LA was probably worth $450,000 when her and her husband sold it. My lead instructor where I got my bus job was from Ghana, and he told me he was going back. So I can honestly say that of all the Africans I've ever met, the ones from Ghana, all the ones from Ghana are planning on going home after making their fortune in the U.S. He told me construction-wise the ratio was 10 to 1. What $10 would buy here, you could build for $1 in Ghana. So imagine returning there with $350,000 or $450,000. You'd be rich.